I have a question, Stuart.
That's right.
Um, I was speaking with someone and we were talking about what we wanted from life, and I realized that I want to be the very best I can. Could you talk about having a balance between that and being surrendered?
And much and
And
surrender.
being surrendered, yes.
Well, look, you'll never do the best you can unless you're willing to surrender something else.
Okay.
There's no balance between the two of them. One truly leads to the other. And as you grow in your life, more choices make themselves available. And usually, we have to let go of something in order to replace it with a higher level of consciousness. We have to let go of our own ignorance sometimes in order to receive higher, we have to let go of something. So these things are not in opposition to each other, they support each other. And the deeper you can surrender inside, the more spiritual energy will come into you. Old habits, old patterns, being right, knowing better than everybody else, et cetera, et cetera. When you start surrendering these things, you make room inside yourself for wisdom, knowledge, energy that emanates from the source of creative energy in the universe. That gives you a whole different level of living in your daily life. Laura, please try and sit still. Thank you. So these things aren't in opposition to each other. And where is the balance? The balance, as I've said 1,000 times, is in the chakra below the navel. It gives you the strength and the foundation to let go and to receive, and not having any predisposition in your brain about what you're supposed to receive. And then once it's given to you, then how to use it to grow spiritually. Sometimes a good kick in the ass is necessary if we want to grow spiritually. And instead of analyzing it and resenting it, how can I use this? What can it change in me? How can I grow because of what is taking place in my life? And there isn't anything that takes place in anybody's life that can't make you grow. If you know how to bring it down deep into the chakras system and transform it into energy, because positive and negative are just energies. And they're positive because the mind sees them as positive, and they're negative because the mind sees them as negative. Are they really positive or negative? Only God knows. Can we do something to transform them into energy that nurtures us? Yes. And this is a very difficult thing to reconcile with oneself because we look out at the world and really there's a lot of crap that goes on in the world. But the insane thing is the people that do the crap don't think they're doing anything negative. They, in their own minds, what they're doing is the right way to live. That's what's really mad.
Mm.
So instead of being in conflict with them, how can I use this to grow in my life?
Mm.
How can I use this to become more of a human being? What is this reminding me about what I have to do in myself? And in order to do what I'm talking about, you've got to surrender in great depth. You have to let go of your anger, your resentment. Big one is letting go of being right, knowing better than other people is a big one that we have to let go of. So these things are not in opposition, Pat. One supports the other. Does anyone else have a question?
Thank you, Stuart.
Yeah,
Stuart, I have a question.
yes.
The need for the surrender for me comes up most jaggedly in the moment. You know, when I don't have the focus and the balance that I do in a meditation class. Could you talk about that depth of surrender in the middle, in the thick of it?
Well, Bob, uh, yes. Well, you come to these classes to build a system that gives you the capacity to do what you're asking. When you can't do it in the moment and you recognize that, you're getting angry and upset it's a reminder that you need to work in a little greater depth on yourself so that you take what you get in this meditation across the bridge with you when you go into your ordinary daily life. You don't leave it here. And if you take it with you, slowly and gradually, you build a system that enables you to do what you're asking about. So not doing it in the moment is a reminder, shit, I got to do something about me. I have to grow. You're in these classes to build that kind of system that enables you to be focused in the moment. I mean, look, people go to therapists, they go to this, they go to that. Everybody needs something in order to help them to do exactly what you asked about. Because there probably is 1/4 of 1% of the human race that's capable of being focused in the moment. But people feel that what's missing inside them and they need to find a way to build it. So we hide out from life. That's one way of doing it, not truly living in the world, experiencing the moment, hiding from it, being in quotes, safe space. But I don't think there really is a safe space except inside each and every one of us, building the kind of system I'm talking about, and then being able to take it with us no matter what we do in life. We are focused. We're not intimidated by the stuff other people do. And when we are intimidated, okay, I got to go deeper. I'm not going to go hide out. Doesn't help the situation. I got to work deeper on myself. I have to build the kind of chakra system that enables me to live in the moment. And frankly, there's nobody on earth that is 100% perfect in regard to this. There's always somebody that knows how to push our buttons. But we shouldn't be angry at the person that can push our buttons. They're reminding us we have to grow. And just say thank you. Bring them a flower and say thank you for pushing my buttons. And then do the work that gets you. And don't be upset if you're not perfect. Got to build myself. It's amazing how this changes your life.
So in the moment, Stuart, it seems that the tests that I'm getting are my weakest areas, and that's great. It shows me
Well,
what tools can I enact in the moment when I'm engaging with
nothing,
somebody.
Bob. Nothing. The moment has already passed. We can't add anything except a reminder I have to do deeper work on myself. That's what you can add. And then you understand, then the mistake, the problem, it's no longer a mistake or a problem. It's your teacher telling you what you got, that you got to do the work. And then you will do something about the next moment and the next moment, because every moment's occur moment by moment. They don't stop coming. So one has to do that. You go back and you say, okay, this is the work I must do on myself. And don't get upset at the other person or yourself. Don't waste any energy. Use the energy to grow in yourself. I don't know if that answered your question, but I would suggest trying it. Try it. Just use every moment as a reminder. You are not perfect yet. You have work to still do on yourself. I promise you, if you do this, it'll change your life. It'll change the way you interact with other people. And more importantly, the way you interact with yourself. Have more patience with yourself. Okay, I'm not perfect. I got work to do. Isn't that great? I can still grow. I haven't reached the end of my growth cycle. Does anyone else have a question? I would like.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Thanks, Kristen.
So I've been doing my own research into the depths of meditation, and one topic I come across is about samadhi. And I've also read by some spiritual leaders that there are different levels of samadhi.
What? No.
That there are different levels of samadhi when you're connecting with the higher source.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, simple.
Yes. Look, I mean, I am not living today the way I lived 30 years ago or 50 years ago. There are different levels of attainment in life. The wonderment is to be able to take steps on that ladder and allow every step to become part of the foundation of your life so that you can use it as a way of continuing the growth process in your life. So every step on the ladder is essential to get you to a place where you truly are one with God, one with higher energy in the universe. It's all karma, and karma is not a negative thing. Karma is something that comes to us because we need to learn something about how to live in that particular moment. And we need to be able to take steps on the ladder, gradually, incrementally grow, and to accept each level of growth as something that's part of the foundation of our life. Very important. So, oh, I'm here and I can forget about it. No, I'm here and I will incorporate it into my living. It'll become a practical element in the way I live every day. And then I have support to take the next step and the next step and the next step. And each step on the ladder gets you closer to, well, first of all, just being a happy person. Being able to accept your life, and loving your life, and being grateful for your life, and for the people in your life, and for every breath you take. So yes, it's incremental, all of it. It's just step-by-step process of growing and becoming conscious. I won't say smart enough. I'm becoming conscious enough to incorporate the growth in the foundation of your life so that you can be prepared for the next step in your life and the step after it. And you're not going to be stuck all your life in some stagnant pool of water.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question? And just the first step is really learning to like oneself. I always kid around, so the only person we live with 24 hours a day is ourselves. And finally, in inner growth, you learn to like that person that you live with 24 hours a day.
Mm.
You're not in endless conflict with yourself. That's the first step into embracing others and loving life and God and spirit and your friends, your enemies, everything, Does anyone else have a question? Anyway, it's good to be back. So funny, I needed a vacation. Now it's wonderful to sit with all your bright faces and beautiful, peaceful expressions. I mean, you can't realize what a miracle this is when you look out at the way the world functions. And to sit here and see this is something that's a miracle, People with open hearts that want to grow in love and,
It's good to have you back. And I think,
you back too, dear.
but I'm a bit scared because I felt alone and it was not easy to have such many days without meditation.
Many days without what?
Without meditation, I couldn't.
Well, again, this is what I explained to Bob. When you have meditation, and you have it quite a bit, do the work on yourself so that when you're by yourself, you're not alone. First of all, you're with yourself. And if you really like yourself, then you're never alone.
I did, but still it was difficult.
And remember, Flora, look, I'm with you all the time, dear. You're in Norway. I'm in Stamford, Connecticut here. I'm with you all the time. You're not alone. People love you. Now the big job is you got to learn to love yourself. You are worthy of having a wonderful life.
Mm.
And stop moving.
I can't stop to move.
Does anyone else have a question?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm saying I was in Norway a couple of times. I'm sorry I never met you and your children, and I was there. I was invited to teach there, in Norway.
You can come whenever you want.
Oh, my traveling is, I managed to maybe get on a plane for 2 hours now, and that really is enough.
You're welcome if you want, if you can.
Anyone else have a question? Okay, just to announce that there'll be a retreat in a few weeks. First weekend in June, I think. If you'd like to come, just let me know or let Jennifer know. Fill you in. And the next retreat after that is my birthday retreat, and that's really usually a very powerful time. So I suggest if you want to come, to let us know, then there are already people, saying, yes, I want to come. Okay, God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you for being here so I can return to this. And
Bless you too.
I'll see you all soon on Thursday. God bless you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're
Well,
welcome.